remember 12 years ago when the Delta Force was telling emergency manager Thomas Sanchez they were preparing for gun confiscation and martial law. They were just testing and actually finding out who would work with them and who wouldn't. Then I interviewed the San Antonio police chief. He kicked him out of their town. Then I went to the Travis County SWAT team and warned them, and they laughed at me. And then 6 months later, Lieutenant Beck was his name, called up and apologized and said, come to my office. Here's Delta Force's card. They were here. Do you know what this is about? And so all over the country since then, they federalized our police. It's part of InfraGard. It's part of the Secret USA. Last week, the Washington Post reported on 854,000 private corporate chiefs with InfraGard, license to kill. And so you've had a corporate takeover of the government. So they're federalizing the police, but the feds themselves have been taken over. The military's being converted to contractors, and they are training the military on how to set up checkpoints, lock down cities, go door to door and take guns. And now it's admitted in New York and Illinois, the military is going door to door in knock and talk. But Mike, going back to you, how long ago was this in Afghanistan? And specifically, Afghanistan is under martial law. Tell us about the type of military checkpoints you're training them in. And, I mean, they thought this was normal. I mean, give us any information you got, Mike.
Absolutely. But before I misinterpret, this was actually in Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. Okay, Iraq.
Right. And this was, I just got back about 6 months ago when I was there for a year. Now, what they were doing is they were seeing how we were setting up our checkpoints. And you've got to understand, I'm sure that you do know, but in Iraq, it is complete and total martial law. And it's been going on for so long that the people are completely oblivious that they're even being oppressed. You would drive through one military checkpoint, get your vehicle searched, and before you even leave that checkpoint, 2 kilometers down the road, you can see where the next military checkpoint is going to be. So I don't even understand how they could possibly think that another car could get on the highway from no exit, but there will be another checkpoint just to make sure they did not miss anything. Now, these checkpoints are set up with barricades, and they have a pullover station with it covered in case they really want to deep search these vehicles. They have dogs. Each checkpoint has roughly 12 people, so they make sure to get the vehicles through relatively quickly, but it's still traffic all the time. Now, these people are so used to martial law that when we're driving down the road in our military trucks and we are about to hit traffic, it's too dangerous for us to stop, so we bump over the median and cross onto oncoming traffic. Now, if that were to happen here, Americans would be freaking out, pulling off the road, calling the police. But over there, they just know to pull over and slow down because it's happening again. It happens all the time.
Now, for those that don't know, well, here's an example. I took my children to Tube in the Comal River, and we were staying by Slitterbahn and leaving Saturday afternoon. The police were there by the dozens, and they were taking photographs of the people getting off the tube trucks, because, the truck picks them up at the end of the river, and harassing them and taking photos of everyone. And they had a checkpoint and a cover, and Americans are just being bathed in tyranny. And now they have Marine checkpoints, Army checkpoints against citizens. That's admitted. Did these Austin SWAT team guys understand how they were being acclimated and trained, or did they think it was fun?
I'm going to be honest with you. They thought it was fun. Now, these weren't guys that were fresh out of SWAT school. These were veterans, hardened, that are going to take what they learned here and go back and train the rest of their buddies and the noobs that come in. Now, I mean, there's a lot of theories, and I'm sure there's so many theories about how exactly and why exactly the Iraq War started, because there's so many you can't even list.
The Pentagon admits it's a giant laboratory. One reason is to train a giant cohort of troops to come here for martial law. Go ahead.
That's absolutely right. That's all it is. We've been there, and everyone in my unit, everyone in the Army who's been to Iraq, that's pretty much all you do, is you create martial law, and you're okay with it.
Is anybody seeing through this? Do they know that the bankers have taken over? Do they know they're planning to cut our energy off with the carbon tax?
I'm trying to wake them up. Not many, but enough to start something.
What were these guys' names in the Austin SWAT team?
This was what was weird. They had no name tapes. The only thing on their uniform was Austin SWAT, and they thought it was great that they were out there. In fact, they were passing out patches to us like we enjoyed having them out there.
It's totally illegal. Well, they've expanded Austin SWAT, and the city is completely criminal run. They just rob everything. The carbon taxes have been passed. And we just live in a hell, because wherever there's money, the parasites are going to be there sucking our blood. I don't even want to go to New Braunfels now. I even got a ticket while I was there. I didn't even recognize my inspection sticker was out. But they were there. The cops were just looking at the public like they were T-bone steaks, man. And don't worry, cops. America's done. It's collapsing. You're going to have your way. Okay? Your children have no future. Good job, guys. You've ruined the country for the bankers. God bless you, Mike. We'll be right back.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Thousands of Americans are facing evacuation. If you or any of your loved ones might need to evacuate, you must do it yourselves. Please don't procrastinate until they do it for you. Remember the terrible conditions of those that didn't get out for Katrina. Go right now to eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633 for information on the new Evacuation Pack. It contains 2 weeks of delicious, easy-to-fix food, along with the equipment to prepare it. It's packed in a rugged, heavy-duty tote for transport. Evacuations are looming with the storms and the Gulf oil catastrophe. No matter where you live, wildfires, earthquakes, floods, and storms must be escaped. Don't be like a deer frozen in the headlights of oncoming disaster. At least prepare yourself with this 2-week evacuation pack from eFoodsDirect.com. Call 800-409-5633. On the web, eFoodsDirect.com/Alex.
We are back live. We're going to John Young of Cryptome.org here in a moment to talk about the aftermath of 92,000 plus documents released over the weekend by WikiLeaks. And he has worked with them some in the past. We're going to him here in just a moment. Wayne Madsen joins us for 30 minutes in the next hour to talk about it as well. Then I got a big news blitz coming up that is key information, so please stay with us for that. Before we go to our guest, I want to tell you about eFoodsDirect.com. This is insurance you can eat, store safely for 10-plus years, only the best ingredients. This is the real deal, 30-plus years in business. They're patriots and have supported the movement. They have a bunch of different food lines, different types of foods, whether they're gourmet or just the raw foods or special diets, all available at eFoodsDirect.com. And in these crazy times, when the government is all over the place gearing up for real martial law, depression, all of it, you need to have high-quality, storable food now more than ever. eFoodsDirect.com. That's eFoodsDirect.com or 800-409-5633. And then I also want to tell you about a Cola Blue, the atmospheric water generator. They got a bunch of different units. It looks like a water cooler without the water bottle, and it just grabs the condensation out of the air, puts it through 7 to 12 filters, depending on which unit you get, stores it in a stainless steel tank on the bottom. The best, cleanest, purest drinking water you can get. I love it. Colablue.com. Another way to get